Hello, welcome back to the many adventures of K and B. Today's another solo video. My husband is gonna be going to his night job. I have to go over my food blog, diary, whatever you want to call it. This might be a boring video, but you know, I like doing these videos so I can look back on some things for my own good. It was not really the best of days today. Dead at work. Not one order came in. Last couple of days we had some orders come in, quite a few. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna be 28 weeks tomorrow. We had a new woman start. She'll be covering my maternity leave. I'm so over all the bullshit. This weekend, screw these freaking pregnancy hormones. I'm just so freaking tired. I'm so happy and thankful that I'm having my first child. Probably my last too, with the way everything's gone. It's been a struggle. A lot of the PKU women know what it's like to be pregnant and have this, whatever you want to call it. Don't call it a disease. It's not a disease. It makes you sound like you're infected and you're disgusting. And yeah, that's the bullshit I've been fed. Call it, anything other than that. Whatever. The metabolic disorder. Like, who cares what you call it? At the end of the day, it is what it is. It's a freaking rare disease. Okay? That's what it is. Rare disease. Why do you think they have these bears called, it's like Rare Disease Day and Rare Bear and, yeah. Call it what it is, people. It is what it is. But anyway, these women, they're the only ones that understand what it's like to have this and deal with the ups and downs and everything. On top of having to worry about other shit. When you have family members that can help in the long run when your child's here, it's like, it's nice to hear, like, don't worry about it. Things will be okay. We'll do what we can. I don't know. Maybe I'm just expecting too much. I'm not expecting people to give up their freedom in their lives. No. So it was just a stressful day. And I'm not going to go into that stuff because I just don't want to and I'd rather forget about it. But my last level was, I drew it on December 29th, and it was 3.3. And anytime there's like a spike and it's more than what it should be within the goal range, that's hard. You know what's weird? Well, maybe it's just hormones, so I can't really talk about that, but forget what I was just about to say. And then, like, December 30th was a Saturday, which was a bridal shower that I kind of was obligated to attend, and I wanted to go, but I knew the consequences of going would be that I won't be able to get all my calories in, which I didn't. I look at my food log, right? I don't know if it's clear, but my food log is this, right? For Saturday. But Sunday wasn't a good day either because we were supposed to have, it was New Year's Eve and we were supposed to have friends over. They were working. Then another friend canceled because they weren't feeling well, and I said, please, if you're not feeling good, you have the slightest fever, cough, sore throat, whatever, please don't come. One had to back out because they were sick. And then I was like, what was the point of having 2 other people here? It just was no point to me at that point. I was like, I don't want to sit here till 7 o'clock doing nothing, waiting for people to just plop on the couch and that's it. Like, I didn't care for that. I wanted to be around everybody. And this is the messed up crap that happens in the cold winter months, especially when people don't mask up. It's one thing if you don't want to get vaccinated, but times are different. People should be smarter. Wear a mask. You don't have to wear it every day. Maybe once in a while, because if I kind of tend to think like if you're gonna just mask yourself up every single day, then you can't really build too much of an immune response, if that makes sense. I'm not even sure if that does make sense, but to me it sounds logical. So I mask up every time I'm out in public using public restrooms because God, they are disgusting. If I go to the movies, which I've maybe only gone twice in the winter time, I've masked up. My husband, I make him mask up. He won't do it, but I will make him do it just to make myself feel protected. Just I'm trying to do what I can. Yeah, you can never be too careful because sometimes you may still get sick. I wish our toilet bowl would just stop running. Like when we go to the bathroom, every time we have to jiggle the handle, like I'm not gonna jiggle handle. I gotta remember to close the screen door because now the vacuum seal is too strong. Well, you know what? I don't know what to tell you. Your house is old as shit. Like, you know what? If you're gonna have a $900 water bill, that's not my problem. Like, fix it. Change the toilet out. You need a new toilet. Upstairs, renovated. More modern stuff. Down here, I have a refrigerator from like 1960 probably. Yeah, it's good, but now he's going to start increasing the rent. Yeah, you got to fix the apartment a little bit. And yeah, we do expect that. We do expect things to be taken care of. But anyway, let's not get off track. So I struggled with the calorie intake on both Sunday and Saturday from the bridal shower. It was nice to see everybody, so I don't regret it. It's just I knew what the consequences were, and this is why, almost 6 months into this pregnancy, I shouldn't have to sit here and like dictate everything. It's like, well, you're doing so good. It's like, yes, and I want to continue to do that. I'm sorry that my level went from like a 3.3 to a 7.8. That's a big difference. That's a big increase. And then to get it back down, you gotta like eat constantly. Like today, I can tell you like how much calories I had, and it's probably not a lot. I don't have a ton of snacky food. I feel like I'm constantly buying. I don't have time. Like, yes, okay, it's 5:30, but at the same time, I don't want to stroll in the door at 5 o'clock and have to sit here and feel like I gotta be creative and make this concoction. And half the times I don't have what I need. And like for me to have to be like, shit, let me stop at the store. No, after sitting on the parkway for like an hour and 10 minutes, I want to go home. I want to go home and stay home. I don't want to have to sit here and like make a list of what I need, run to the store, and then I feel terrible because when my husband's at work and he's off at whatever time, and then he has to stay another extra like 20 to 30 minutes looking for stuff for me. It's like, I mean, yes, at this point we probably already know every place that our stuff is located in at this point, because we are at the store so much. I just want him to be able to come home. You know? So it's difficult. Fridays I used to just be like, yeah, let's do the laundry. Let's go do the laundry. Let's go run to the store. But you know what? It got to the point where like it was too much already. And it was just like, let's just save Saturday for like whatever we need to do. And then he works on Sundays typically all the time. So we only really have a full one day together on Saturday. It's not a lot of time. So excuse me for like, you know, if we don't get to visit with family and friends anymore, but now a baby's coming into the picture. So you want to visit? You want to see us? You want to see the baby? Make your way down. You got vehicles? Get in that vehicle and drive. You can drive to some games. You can drive to your trips, your vacations, to what's it call it. Like, you can drive anywhere and everywhere for your own needs. So if your need is to see your grandchildren, mom and dad, or, you know, whoever, whatever, you have to just get in your vehicle once in a while. Stop being afraid to drive alone. Stop being afraid to do XYZ, because one day you're going to have to do XYZ by yourself, maybe. You never know. Like, people can't sit here and feel like we have to bend over back. Like, there's no more of that. We have to do, me, whoever, whatever, but me at this point, I have to do what's best for me. I can't be, it's too much. It hurts to know that my level went up that much. And then I'm stressed and everybody's like, oh, what do you have to stress about? Oh, don't stress. Oh, that's like me saying to somebody who's depressed, oh, don't be depressed. That's like me saying to my mom, hey, Mom, don't be depressed. What do you have to be depressed about? You got a roof over your head. I get it. You have every right to be depressed. Okay? You have every right to go through the motion how you need to, but don't sit here and tell me, anybody for that matter. No, I'm not directing this to one person. I'm just saying in general. Don't tell me not to stress. You don't know what goes on this side of the house, on the inside of these walls. You don't know. And if you're not sitting there asking, like, how are you feeling? Or how are you doing? Or do you need help? Or, yes, of course I need help. Of course. Why should I have to sit here and ask everybody for help all the goddamn time? Like, I'm pissed. I'm pissed because honestly, like, yeah, anybody watching this in, like, the family or whatever, yes, I do need help. I do. You know, some people shouldn't have to work 2 jobs. Okay? We're working 2 jobs and we're still freaking struggling. I don't know. I'm glad. I'm honestly glad that I'm in the home stretch just about. Because I'm tired. Some people, and I won't go into detail, didn't have to worry about being pregnant, going to work, stressing over what's going to happen when the baby's here, like how much money we're going to blow on daycare, etc., etc. Like, there's people that didn't have to worry about that, and I'm honestly not a jealous person, but at that point, yeah, I'm pretty jealous of those people. I envy those people because I wish I had that option. I wish I could just be like, forget, like, let's move closer to wherever we need to be for somebody to help us. But fortunately, I guess it's just not like that. So I'm stressed. I wish people would stop saying not to stress, because you can't turn that trigger off. Like I said, it's like saying to somebody, don't be depressed. What are you depressed about? No, I take the time to figure out and ask people why they're depressed. What can I do to help you? I want to hear those same damn words. I want to hear those same words. I am going to be selfish. I'm allowed to be selfish at this point. But anyway. And from this point on, whatever is going on, I honestly don't care what the outcome is, like, in the sense of how people are feeling. Because that's all I do is worry about how people feel. I worry about how people feel like if I'm like, well, we can't do this because of this, or I don't want to do this because I don't feel like it's a good option. Like, I don't feel like I should be around somebody who's sick, and I know that you're sick, and I can avoid being around that. Like, I don't want to have to feel constantly guilty because I'm trying to choose the best option for not just myself, but everybody involved. I don't know. Some people are just selfish, and I guess that's why I'm allowed to be selfish at this point. Going forward, I'm doing what's best for me and my child and my husband. Of course, when my husband allows it and or wants it, he wants to make his own decisions, that's fine and good. He's allowed to do that. But as long as it doesn't affect me and my child in the process. So there's a lot of changes to come, and people have to learn how to cope and accept those things. Not just my husband, but all family and friends involved. We all just have to learn to cope and be there to help one another. And we shouldn't always have to ask all the time. Anyways, enough. I think I've stressed that for the last 14 minutes. So I don't have to worry about that. But comparing Saturday and Sunday's blog for food. Whoops. I need that. Oh, look at that. And then going back to work, where I have the consistency of doing things because I have no other choice. Look at the difference. Big difference, right? Tuesday. Big difference. Wednesday. Big difference. Yeah. It's for you. And Thursday, big difference. Friday, a little bit of a struggle because guess where I was? Out doing my 3-hour glucose test, meaning I had to fast. So yes, I was hungry. And no, I didn't have my formula. I had half of the first one because when you mix it with water and just the powder, it's like drinking chalk. Picture eating chalk. Picture what it would taste like, the texture. Warm, liquid, powder, chalk. Yes, I was ready to vomit, so I did like a quarter of it, maybe, if I was lucky. I went to the buffet, and mind you, my hands were trembling this time. Shaking, for those that don't know what trembling means, okay? And that never happened. Not the first time when I took the 3-hour glucose test because I failed the 1 hour the very first time in the beginning of the second trimester. So I was a little concerned. I wasn't feeling great. And again, I went to a buffet. Maybe I ate a little too much. I don't know. But I had to get the sugar up. And then dinner, because I was still on the road, was not good. And I only had 2,235 calories compared to almost, sometimes on a good day, I can get up to 4,000 calories. Yes, that's a lot of calories, but I need it to keep those levels down. So there, that was a bust. Okay, Saturday, I did a little bit better. Plus, guess what? I was home on Saturday. At least I think I was. I don't know what I did 2 minutes ago sometimes. I didn't did I calculate? I did calculate it. Ow. And I got 3,340 calories in. So yeah, I did okay. That was Sunday. Whoops. And then I do my level. So my level was a 7.8. So I didn't have the best week. There was Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. There was Saturday, Sunday. Didn't do so good. I was around people who were sick the weekend prior. You know, anything goes these days. And the woman that started Monday was horribly sick. She was like in there with no mask on, and I'm walking in and she's like, like, you know, struggling to talk. Like, hello, I'm sorry, but if I were the manager and or boss, director, whatever, I would have been like, you know, you're not sounding too great. Maybe, you know, you might want to go home and go to the doctor. Yes, you can't force somebody to do that, but you can force them to put a mask on. And if they don't comply, then go home for sure for the day. But this lady at least had some common sense, because not everybody does, unfortunately. That's why I'm saying it. To not put a mask on. So she put a mask on, and I definitely put my mask on, and I had to sit next to her to train her. So I could not social distance. And she was like, well, I don't have COVID. I definitely tested for COVID. It's just a bad cold. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't care if it's not COVID or whatever. Like, you shouldn't be here. Nobody should be here. Everybody in that office knows the circumstances. And I say everybody to other people. They know the circumstances. So here I am taking that chance now. So she was in Monday. Tuesday she came in like half a day, so 12. And then Wednesday. And now she was out today, went to the doctor, had chest x-ray. They didn't find nothing, anything out of the ordinary. Gave her antibiotic and stuff to help bring up her cough and get the phlegm out. And she's not coming in tomorrow, thankfully. Hopefully she'll feel better. And she rests, and she doesn't go anywhere she doesn't need to go, hopefully. And she just rests and gets that fluid, or not fluid, but gets that phlegm out. You know, clear out your lungs and throat, nose, whatever you have to do, clear it out. Rest. Don't talk if you don't have to. Because she said she had no voice, and the doctor said no talking for the next couple of days. So rest. And it should be in on Monday. Thankfully, I'm not coming in on Monday. I took the day off because I have things to do, and yeah, that's all that people need to know. So I'll be in on Tuesday, and hopefully Tuesday she sounds way better. And if she doesn't, I'm going to say, can you please put a mask on if we're going to sit next to each other, because I'm not comfortable. And I'm just going to say it nicely. You know, I'm not rude. I might seem rude on here, but that's because I got a lot of shit going on in my life right now. So yeah, I'm a little stressed. And I know people are like, you think? And it's like, yeah, you think? FYI, since nobody asked, yes, I'm stressed. So anyway, I have to go over this. So this is going to be a boring ass video. I'm going to obviously stop the video when I do go over it. So I was contemplating like maybe doing in the same video, just making food. However, I don't know what I'm making. I was thinking, because I've already had, let's see, I've had, what's today? Today's Thursday. I didn't write nothing. Oh, I know where I wrote it. Well, too bad I'm not getting up. But I kind of remember. This morning, for breakfast, I was so hungry, and I did it backwards. I kind of had lunch for breakfast and breakfast for lunch. So I had Nissan, however you say it, cup of noodle soup. And that has 6 grams of protein. I think 260 calories. I just have to double check and edit it if it's wrong. I thought I brought my cucumber with me and my mustard for my pretzels to dip in, and my dressing for the cucumbers. So my husband calls me up. He's like, is there a reason why you have the mustard and dressing on the counter? I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I wanted to bring that with me. I was like, you can put it in the fridge. So we hang up. I look at my bag. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I don't remember putting the cucumber in the fridge here at work. I look at my bag, and I'm like, so I call my husband, and I'm like, did I also leave the cucumber on the table? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm not doing too good. I said, okay, can you put that in the fridge? So I didn't have that with me. I had everything else though. Yes, Brian. I left two sodas in there for me, plain sodas at that, to bring to work, and your 0 sugar Dr. Pepper cream soda was in the fridge for you. But it's okay. I know everybody needs real sugar every once in a while, so. But I had to take one from the fridge, a regular soda that was there, and then go in the bedroom, get the other one. I remembered, thankfully and luckily, to pack my 3 packets of formula, because screw me, I'd be screwed. I'd be drinking and pissing all night when I got home from work. I could never get home before 4:30. Never. It should take me 35 minutes, thank you. But it doesn't. So, there's that. So I had the soup this morning, 6 grams of protein, and then I wrote it down so it don't matter, but I had about 10 grams of protein, 9.5, maybe 10.5 at this point, maybe 10. And I'm like, I can have like 5 more grams, maybe 4 if I'm lucky. So I figured I'll just make my pizza. And then I was like, I'm gonna make my roasted potatoes, and I'm gonna make my, sauerkraut, which I'm still gonna try and do it because at this point, I need food. I'm tired of fucking snacking. I even said that to my nutritionist. Like, I'm tired of snacking. That's all I do is snack. And like, honestly, I wish I could have just come home, laid down in bed, set an alarm for like 7, which 2 hours of sleep is pretty good, I would think. And then get up, do what I have to do, you know? But that's not my reality. By the time I get home, like today, it was like 5 o'clock, and I'm like, this is freaking ridiculous. And it's gonna get a whole lot of ridiculous, especially if we have to move. So I might as well just get used to this BS. So I wish I had the luxury of just staying home and saying, like that. You know what that means. So, and I don't have that luxury. Probably never will. And yeah, but it's fine. I'd rather work anyway because mentally speaking, I'm somebody who, which sucks for me, that if I'm not working, my mental state gets all screwed up. So yay me. That toilet bowl's still running and it's 5:48, almost so like an hour it's been running. Yeah. So I might as well shut the F up, get my food blog, which I don't really need to do the food blog, and send it to her now because she's done for the day. She's not going to see it till tomorrow anyway. My nutritionist. So I'm probably just going to do it tomorrow, get up, do my 3rd drink, get the 4th one ready, and figure out how much protein for sure I had and how many calories I've had so far. And get dinner going. My husband, he can heat up his own dinner when he comes home today. I'm not in the mood. I want to get done. I have to take a shower. So once I shower, I'm done for the day. I want to relax, but I can't. I'm tired. I'm not. Today was not a good day. Mentally, emotionally, physically, I'm done. I'm checked the fuck out today. Excuse the language, but I don't care. I'm checked out. I'm done. I'm done for today. I took off from work Monday. My husband, his company was at least nice and gave them Martin Luther King off. I don't know when the last time, if he's ever had that off, but I took off because we have a ton of stuff to do. We need to focus. And I think I'm going to ask my mother-in-law, I'm going to be like, if you don't have any tests on Monday, can you please, I'm begging you to come down here and help us and get all this stuff out of the back room. Because with Brian doing it, like, yes, he can do it, but it's taking time and it's stressful, and I just don't want to be in that situation by myself. It needs to get done. because our crib is coming. But I'm not sure if I want to take that chance and ask, because, well, I'm not going to go into it, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, but I know my mom would be there to help me if she could do it, but she has to work. So I wish things were different for her. I wish things were a lot better for her because she deserves it. So anyway, I don't want to bore you anymore. So I need to do this drink and get dinner done. But I think I'm going to make dinner first, then do the drink. Either way, it doesn't matter. So talk about the many adventures, right? What a effing adventure it was today. Mentally speaking. Dead ass at work. Dead. And I don't know. I hope things get better from here on out because I'm checked out. So, I know my dad's gonna see this video eventually, maybe, and he may get emotional too, maybe. And if my mom sees it, forget it. Like, they're both gonna feel bad for me. I'm not sure if they had these stresses and concerns. They had to have had their own, maybe not the same, but I'm sure everybody's had their stresses and concerns about what was gonna happen. Of course, in different contexts, and I just wish I didn't have to worry about potentially not having money because my child has to go to date. I don't know. I know it's gonna work out in the end. I pray every morning. Every morning I go to work, I pray. Because, it's ironic how this pregnancy happened. I prayed there'd be times I'd walk out of work, go get some air, walk around for half an hour. This is when it was warm out. Now it's hard to do it. I do it because I tend to get hot, like really hot. So I have to go get some air. So, but I used to like go out and just look up at the sky and just talk to the Lord and just ask for help, guidance, things. I'm not going to go into detail about it. And like May and June were like those months where I was really focusing on it, talking and asking, praying. And then July comes and there was like 1 week where it was just really hard with my mom in the hospital, having to drop everything, both me and my husband, drop everything and do what we had to do. But if it wasn't for me and my husband, things would have just been shit. But I hope that there is not a next time, but if there is, I hope that somebody can help, because I don't know. I don't want to have to think about it. I just know that I can only do so much at this point anymore. So I'm home by myself, so my mind at least hopefully gets to rest. I'm gonna put on Prison Conversations with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. If nobody knows about that case, it was really interesting and unfortunate that this girl was suffering with abuse at the hands of her own mother. And she's finally got her freedom that she's always wanted. So this will take the distraction off my mind. But at least I can talk about it here. It's like an outlet, but not the video I anticipated. I didn't anticipate breaking down and things like that. So, but yeah. So, hopefully my next video is happier. But, you know, I'm not sure if my manager's gonna be in work. If my manager's not there, then nobody's gonna be in the office but me. And that's perfectly fine. That's actually my 45-minute timer. I had put a can of soda in the freezer to cool down quicker. I know soda's not good, but I need calories, and it's the only way I can get some added extra calories. I have to figure out like what the hell I'm gonna eat at this point. But anyway, hopefully when I draw my blood level tomorrow, the result that I get next Thursday is better. So let me end it here before my can freezes completely, and then I have to wait for it to melt because I'm kind of hungry and thirsty. So, and I have to start my fried sauerkraut. And I guess I'm gonna make roasted potatoes in my air fryer so I can bring it to work. So I'm just glad that from today I have February. I have 2 months to get through, and then I'm on leave. So thank God. I need a break. I need a break from getting up at 5 in the morning and sleeping. And like I said, I just wish I didn't have this PKU crap, because I wouldn't really necessarily need to feel obligated to eat like often. You know, I could just eat and like, okay, great, I'm gaining weight, I'm having protein, like, it's a struggle. It really is a struggle. And for the people that don't follow the diet during pregnancy, it's still hard, but if you're not eating the way you're supposed to and not eating what you're supposed to eat and eating things you aren't supposed to eat, it might be easier, but at least it seems like that mentally. Alexa, stop. So I'm going to end it here because it's 5:59, so like 6 o'clock is like bing bang boom done. I'm going to let this video load. So, and sorry to those who are offended by the video, feel butthurt, but I'm butthurt. I'm butthurt myself right now. I'm not feeling great mentally. So tomorrow's a new day. Let's get over it, right? So until next time, bye.